So, I just went through this and it cut off on me, so I'm going to have to do this again, and it's not exactly easy for me. Someone I know who, at this moment in time, I cannot mention who, because she doesn't know I'm making this video, lost her baby recently, and she has a loving husband and daughter, but it's still really emotional for her. And she made this video, this poem, because it helps her through the grieving process. She's made a few, but this one gave me goosebumps straight away, and I think it's got a really important message that people need to know. So I'm putting it on here to help spread with the world, and I really hope she doesn't mind. My voice may shake a bit and stuff, it did in the last one and it's worse now. I've got to go and tell it again. But here goes. The equation of a loss. When I was in school, I was taught about STDs and contraception. I was taught about free clinics and birth control that won't make you fat, or will make you fat. I learned that a woman can get pregnant from any contact with the secretions of a man. But where were the textbook pages and lectures on how to cope with the loss of a pregnancy? Why wasn't I taught that 1 out of 4 women miscarry? That pregnancy is a gift and not a burden. Where were the notes and the statistics on the actual success rates of pregnancies? Is it any wonder that my heart has been torn from my chest when I have been betrayed by my own womb? And I couldn't hold on to what school tells us happens so easily. When it slipped through my fingers like flour from a sieve. There is no bun, my oven is there. The classroom doesn't prepare you for the chasm that opens inside your soul, when you should be glowing with happiness, and have been left empty and wanting. I had prevention drilled into me over and over and over and over and over. When you love your spouse with all of your heart, and the two of you decide to do as nature intended and create life, the teachers don't tell you how beautiful it is. Our love is earth-shattering, and our love-making was epic. So vigorous in our delight at trying to make a manifestation of our love. An aura of golden light shone around us. Tears of joy streaked down our cheeks when we saw those 2 pink hens. Where were the lesson plans when we were telling our family and friends about the love life growing inside of me? For months I had been dreaming about the swell of my belly and the baby at my breast, fantasizing about little pink feet and tiny wrinkled hands. I've never seen a brighter shade of crimson. I've never felt a loss so sudden and deep that the universe could drown in my sorrow. My voice, a haunting cry, saying no, 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 no. Where was the education? There was a look of terror on your husband's face, and he saw the remnants of your combined love running down your leg, would stay with you forever. Why wasn't I taught that I would never be able to wipe myself again without thinking about the days spent over a toilet, looking at the masses of tissue, wondering, was that it? Why didn't they teach me that this hollow pain would make me feel isolated and angry? That it would take every piece in the room of my soul, toss it and shake it until I could find the strength to put back the pieces, one by one by one by one by one. I was never taught that well-intended advice would make me want to scream, that my trauma would be diminished by others because it wasn't a living, breathing person. Loss is a loss, and Dr. Seuss taught us that a person's a person, no matter how small. So why do I have to justify my grief? Why do I have to hide my tears in shame for a beautiful dream that died inside of me? In health class, they teach us that if it took time to put weight on, it would take just as long to take it off. So I ask you then, doesn't it make sense that after months of hopeful light shining upon my very being, that to have it so abruptly shattered would reduce me to a shadow? I had a glimpse of a happiness that was sublime, but nobody taught me that in the midst of devastation, the masses of people telling me, "Oh, you can try again," would insult me beyond reason. The teachers don't tell you that miscarriage is a taboo subject. It is not to be given a voice. I am not depressed for going through the stages of grieving and searching for hope in the darkness. All of the equations and theorems over my many years of learning never taught me that sometimes 1 plus 1 equals none. I have no words for it. I really thought this poem should get out there, and I hope she's not mad at me for making this video. If she is, I'll have to take it down. But I think people need to be more informed of what's actually happening, and all this information she shared is really, really important. And I'm sorry for posting such an emotional video, but I mean, sometimes it needs to be done. Anyone who's had to go through that loss, it's unbearable. There's no way to describe that sort of thing, and there's no way anyone can understand it unless they've been through it. Thank you for watching and listening to this.